A Sioux Falls woman has shown a lot of courage, telling the story of a tough time in her life. And she's using her experiences from that time to help others who are going through what she did. Eric Thorstensen introduces us to Mary Jackson, this week's Someone You Should Know.
I grew up in Sioux Falls, and I would say I was pretty much the girl next door. I used to get in my car and I used to just drive 20
Mary
some
Jackson
hours.
had a normal life that would drastically change.
Ended up leaving the state of South Dakota when I was 18. I moved to the East Coast to be a nanny, and it was there that I met my trafficker. And I just entered a very dark world.
That boyfriend led Mary into a world of sex and labor trafficking in a drug cartel, which she didn't realize at the time.
Once the cycle of abuse started, and that first stage of trafficking and that grooming, and that reward and punishment, you actually start believing that you asked for all of it.
Eventually, Mary was able to get out and come back to Sioux Falls, where things still weren't easy.
When I came home, there were no services for me. I didn't understand what happened to me. I didn't understand that what I went through was trafficking. I started to talk about it, but back then, over 20 years ago, people thought trafficking happened elsewhere. Definitely would never happen to somebody in South Dakota. They never got the opportunity to see.
Mary would get the help she needed and would get back what was most important to her son, who was taken to South America.
We got my son out of Colombia when he was 2 years old. That was probably the best day of my entire life.
She also got connected with Call to Freedom, the nonprofit that's dedicated to helping victims of human trafficking. It's where Mary works now, helping others.
And walking alongside, it brings me hope for them. And when they look at me, I had one survivor say, "You're here and you got out." And I said, yes. Was it easy? But I had people walk alongside and care about me.
And there is nothing like seeing Mary walk in the door with somebody who thinks that they cannot survive, that there's no options out. Mary walks in the doors and said, "I survived. My son and I survived. And I'm here to tell you you can survive too."
The Chata Dance Company from Florida travels the world using their performances to shed a light on the horrors of human trafficking. They recently danced in Sioux Falls, where they told Mary's survivor's story.
I thought, this is great. People are utilizing other ways to express somebody's story.
The beautiful part about Mary sharing her story is it's not just going to be here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. That story will follow to Brazil. It'll be in different states. It'll be carried to other communities and bring hope to other individuals, and also shed light on something that people don't want to talk about.
My future looks beautiful and bright when I didn't even know that there was going to be a future for me. And I plan on staying at Call to Freedom until they say, well, we've got other things for you out there. Where is your calling at?
In Sioux Falls. Eric Thorstensen, Dakota News Now.
Mary works as Call to Freedom's Survivor Services Coordinator after starting with the organization as a volunteer in 2016, and she's worked there full-time for the past 2 years. As always, if there's someone you think we all should know, please email a nomination to news@dakotanewsnow.com.